It's just what's gonna happen. We don't like you. Okay?
So today's story takes us to Lake Forest, California, where a 54-year-old man was caught on camera harassing a woman at her workplace, threatening her, shouting hateful and racist remarks, and physically assaulting her for no reason at all. The incident happened around 6 p.m. on May 30th at an insurance office near Ridge Route, but things stayed pretty quiet until June 2nd, when the woman involved posted the video online.
You think you're safe, but you're not going to be safer soon. You might get away with this one, but you're going to have a problem.
Are you threatening me, sir? Are you threatening me at my job? You're really threatening me?
You piece of shit.
That's not okay. Don't come over here in my job that I'm trying to do and threaten me.
I know you're trying to help these people. It would be nice if you're trying to help these people. But you're being an asshole towards these people. You're really actually doing them a disservice. You're doing them a disservice. You want to go through this? Look at her smile. You're a bastard and your cunt is heavy. Nobody loves you and you stank. In America, we don't like you. Okay? We don't like you. Let him come. What are you looking for? Oh, yeah, we're ready.
They're not doing you. They're not even saying anything.
Listen.
So get out.
Listen. What we have in our town. You guys are going to try and do a business in our town where we have a place. I don't care if you look like that, you green. I don't care about you. You think. Wait till the sheriff's office comes here. You motherfuckers are going to be out of here. I work with Mexicans all day long. All day long to deliver concrete. I never have a problem. When it comes to you guys and this place, now you got a problem.
Alright, there's a lot to unpack here, but the biggest question is, how did this even happen? Unfortunately, the woman didn't manage to catch some of his earlier aggressive behavior on camera, but she did give a bit of context in the comments. According to her, he got kicked out of the bar in the plaza, and the liquor store next door refused to sell him alcohol, so he came into the office instead. Honestly, if you're drunk enough to get banned from both the bar and the liquor store in the same plaza, maybe it's time to call it a night. Or, well, 6 p.m. So maybe just call it a day. Just by looking at the guy, it's pretty clear he's extremely drunk. But that still doesn't excuse barging into an office, causing a scene for no reason, verbally attacking the staff and their clients, calling them assholes, and even threatening to blast her in the face.
Get out!
I will blast your face off.
Oh, don't.
First off, in what world is it even remotely okay to walk into someone else's workplace and threaten to blast them in the face? This guy's clearly unhinged. He took a quick breather, maybe recharged his crazy, and strolled right back in for a round two.
Hey, come on here. Come on here. Come on here.
No.
It's America. Come out here. Hey, it's America. Come out here. I got big lawyers. I got big lawyers. I got lawyers that are larger than your.
But you just threatened me, sir. You're from my way?
Yeah, it's just what's gonna happen.
Now, when someone this aggressive is causing a scene at your workplace, you'd think the obvious move is to call the police. But what if they just don't show up? Because that's exactly what happened. Not only did the police completely ignore her report, but her boyfriend, who lived 2 cities away, actually got there before the cops did. How insane is that? A woman calls for help, says she's being threatened and assaulted by a drunk, dangerous man, and the police take hours to respond? Unfortunately, we don't get to see how the rest of the confrontation plays out, but from the footage, we can see him try to swing at the woman while she's trying to get him to leave. It's only at that point that some of the men in the office finally step in. According to the woman, after her boyfriend showed up, the guy even tried to start a fight with him, and it took a couple of clients stepping in to finally force him out. So yeah, he eventually leaves her alone, and then the cops finally show up, take a report, and just go on with their day. But seriously, what if things had taken a darker turn and he actually hurt her? And what was up with the men in the office just sitting there while all this was happening? They could have stepped in and shut it down way before the boyfriend even showed up. Anyway, after she posted the video to try and identify the man and bring him to justice, the video immediately went viral, gaining over 1 million views. That Dinesh guy made a video about the situation, and so did Tizzy, and as expected, the internet did its thing, and the man's identity was revealed. But that's not the only good news, because just 2 days after the video was posted, the Lake Forest Police Services released a statement confirming the arrest of the man, identified as Eric Walter Raminger. Here's what the statement says. "We are aware of a video posted recently on social media of a man causing a disturbance using racial charged slurs and allegedly assaulting an employee at a local business. We understand and share the community's concern about the man's behavior. We wanted to share some information about the events regarding this call for clarity and transparency. We received a call about a man yelling at a business near Ridge Route and Lake Forest Drives at 6:47 p.m. on Friday, May 30. With the information provided to dispatch, the call was assigned as a low priority call. The deputies responded to the call and arrived at the business in less than 30 minutes. After speaking with one of the reporting parties, we took a report and forwarded it to our investigators. A deputy was able to identify the suspect from previous contact, and today, at approximately 2:30 p.m., the deputies arrested 54-year-old Eric Walter Raminger of Lake Forest. Raminger was taken into custody on suspicion of trespassing, assault, battery, criminal threats, and charges related to hate crimes. Okay, so according to the cops, deputies showed up at the business about 30 minutes after the first 911 call. But that doesn't exactly line up with the victim side of the story. She clearly said she called twice, and they didn't show up until hours later. At least we know he's been arrested, charged, so this time he won't just walk away like nothing happened. And the charges aren't light either. If he's convicted, he could be looking at about 4 to 6 years in prison. Of course, that doesn't mean he's suddenly going to stop being a hateful, vile person, and let's be real, he probably won't even do any time. He'll most likely just get a fine and walk away. But hey, at least he's sobered up now that he's sitting in a jail cell. So that's it for now. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.